Well, many families gathering together this week, they caught up and they reminisced about the past. They made future plans, perhaps, and that would include President Joe Biden, who celebrated Thanksgiving in Nantucket. After the midterm elections, the president told reporters he would take time around the holidays to talk with his family about running for re-election in 2024, which we all know he's running. He's already said so 10 times, but he's going to talk to his family, he says, and that it's his intention to run. Remember, he told us that, but that he had yet to come to a final decision. Here he is.
My intention is that I run again, but I'm a great respecter of fate, and this is ultimately a family decision. I think everybody wants me to run, but we're going to have discussions about it. I hope Jill and I get a little time to actually sneak away for a week around between Christmas and Thanksgiving, and my guess is it'll be early next year we make that judgment.
Interesting. They've had a lot of time to sneak away. They had a lot of Delaware vacations. Meanwhile, it appears the Biden administration is doing its best to make the president look good ahead of that potential run. They offered up this cheat sheet of President Biden's top accomplishments for Americans to discuss at the holiday table. They include saying the president is tackling inflation and lowering costs, taking on big pharma and lowering prescription drug costs. And the talking points also push the president's ability to work with Republicans while at the same time bashing them as extreme. We have this, Steve, and I want to pop it up. I asked our team to highlight certain parts of it. You know, first there was the inflation where he said that he has unsnarled supply chains to lower cost of goods.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, because the last time I checked, inflation was 7.7%.
Completely unsnarled.
Completely unsnarled, an interesting word there. And then look at this. He says he's worked with Republicans, brought together Republicans and Democrats. And his last point is, meanwhile, Republicans in Congress are extreme.
Right.
Kind of contradictory.
Well, but I mean, that's put out by his people. Joe Biden is this weekend, in a sprawling $20 million house owned by a billionaire pal of his. As he looks out at the future, when you're living in a $20 million house, the future looks really great. Yeah. And so, you know, he is so insulated at the White House. As you know, it's a bubble. But it was just earlier this year where Joe Biden was talking about, you know, I was talking to my neighbor, Mary Ann, when I was out on the porch in Delaware. We were in the sunroom, and she said, Joe, did you know that hamburger is $5 a pound? Well, of course he didn't know, and he certainly doesn't know that right now my hamburger at my grocery store in New Jersey is $8 a pound. And so he doesn't see what we see because he's insulated. And so as the family gathers in the $20 million fabulous house up in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, they're going, you know, Joe, you're doing a heck of a job. Because they're reading the same list you just put up, and they're going, you're the greatest president ever. Go, Joe, go.
That's exactly what's happening, Dr. Sapphire, and that's a great point. You know, his neighbor telling him that costs are high. You know, I tweeted out one of the points, which was tackling inflation and lowering costs as an accomplishment, and one person wrote back to me, I mean, that's worse than the July 4th tweet of I lowered hot dog prices by, what was it, 17 cents, saying that you've tackled it when we're all feeling it.
Right, it's a little bit of a slap in the face, and it's kind of like someone writing their own eulogy before they die, just hoping that at their funeral people say something nice about them. But so obviously the first one of unsnarling the high prices, everyone can laugh at that, but I really was struck by the second one where he took on Big Pharma and he won. Okay, hold on, let's talk about that for a second. He's referring to the Inflation Reduction Act, where they have capped Medicare out-of-pocket spending, and they have also said in 2026, about 10 drugs, they'll be able to negotiate with the pharmaceutical companies.
Oh, good.
Okay, so in a few years, maybe you'll see some of that, but how are they affording that? Let me tell you how they're affording that. They're taking away access to FDA-approved Alzheimer's medications. They're saying, we're actually not going to cover these medications unless you're enrolled in
one of our
clinical trials.
Right.
And let's also talk about one thing. Let's talk about the flip side of this. Pfizer's doing really well right now. In 2021, their revenue was $81.3 billion. They have 70% of the U.S. and Europe market share of vaccines. Let's not forget about Paxlovid, their treatment for COVID. Between the two, they're going to make about $50 billion in revenue this year, and the U.S. government has bought 1 billion vaccine doses, upward of 10%, which have gone wasted, and 20 million Paxlovid courses. So Did Biden beat Big Pharma? I mean, contrarily, I think he's his biggest donor.
Those are the facts, well laid out. You know, Kat, also the press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, saying, this was funny to me. Look, I was at the RNC, the Trump campaign. People put out Thanksgiving talking point lists. Like, you know, it's kind of a hokey thing that campaigns, politics, White Houses do. But she says it's hard to quit talking politics cold turkey, even at Thanksgiving. I mean, did you have a hard time yesterday, just like putting aside your Biden talking points?
Yeah, we didn't talk about it, really. And the list, again, it's so interesting because of what you bring up as well. The Inflation Reduction Act, which, you know, made inflation worse, number 2 kind of argues against number 1. And then taking on Big Pharma when they had this one example, I mean, if you have this cheat sheet and that's all you have, anybody who's even been paying a passing light amount of attention might say, I don't really think Pfizer would call the Biden administration public enemy number 1. Any amount of logic or awareness, you can contest those things. You don't have to be somebody who reads this stuff every day for a living like we do.
Yeah, Kara, I also want to play this for you. I know you're with Heritage Foundation, so you're into policy. I'm sure that you caught on to this. The president saying that he is not directly engaged with these talks with the railroads. Of course, that there may be a strike situation going on. December 8th is the approaching deadline. He said he's not directly engaged as the union negotiates with union leadership. However, Karine Jean-Pierre said something very different, not 3, but 4 times. Let's watch.
The president is indeed involved directly, but I don't want to get into details at this time, but he has been involved. And we have said, I just said the president has been directly involved. He's been in touch. I said, this is the 3rd time I'm saying he's been directly involved.
Can you talk about what the holdup is, Mr. President?
I can't because it's the middle of negotiations still. But
have you been in touch with the parties again?
My team has been in touch with all the parties, in rooms with the parties, and I have not directly engaged yet because they're still talking.
Another contradiction.
Directly, indirectly, but directly.
And this is par for the course for the Biden administration, right? So you have the press secretary doing cleanup, walking back, especially look at foreign policy, Ukraine. There's so many things that they had to basically say, oh, we're disavowing everything that came out of Biden's mouth. But I do think that they're in for a rude awakening because you look at, remember when Elon Musk knew Twitter, they basically fact-checked a White House tweet that said your social security checks are, rising for the first time in 10 years. Elon Musk's Twitter was like, actually, it's because of the cost of living adjustment. So with the new Congress and oversight, that'll be great. So we have a break in the ideological monopoly with a new big tech platform that might be devoted to free speech, and you have Congress coming in, the Republican House, ready to call them on it. So I think some remedies might be on the horizon if we're lucky.
Steve, what do you make of the 2024 talk? How do you think it went over Thanksgiving dinner? I'm asking you to read the tea leaves.
Well, like I said, they obviously are going run, Joe, run.
Yeah.
But to the point about, so he says I was not involved, and Karine Jean-Pierre said 3 times he was involved. Hate to say this, but maybe he was involved, but he forgot.
That he would. Hey, I'm not a betting
Crazier
woman,
things
but
have
happened. Crazier things have happened. That's right.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.